All right, today we're looking at the top 10 Columbus suburbs as laid out by niche.com. Our friends at niche.com, very helpful in the past, and we're going to use their information again here. So everything we're going to be talking about is from niche.com or from the Columbus MLS. So let's get right into it. Number 10 on the list here is Hilliard on the west side of Columbus. Hilliard, most of it's outside 270, but some of it's inside 272. School district is rather large. It has 3 high schools. It's a lot like Westerville and Dublin in that respect. So the 3 high schools are Hilliard Darby, Hilliard Bradley, and Hilliard Davidson. Niche.com gave Hilliard high marks, A's for jobs and good for families. And then the low marks for them are B minuses, commute and cost of living. Last year, the median sale price for homes in the Columbus MLS was $319,900. Hilliard has a median sale price last year of $415,000. That's 29.7% higher than the MLS median sale price. All of these neighborhoods they're the top 10 suburbs in Columbus, so they're all going to have higher than median sale price. It's just a matter of how high, but 29.7 for Hilliard. Okay, from Hilliard on the west side, we're going to go completely the other side of town. We're going to Gahanna. Gahanna is located on the east side of town. It's kind of right next to the Easton Town Center, which is a large shopping, entertainment, dining metroplex. Really, it's an enormous development over there. But Gahanna is right next door. Gahanna, interestingly enough, August of 2024, was listed for Realtor.com as the hottest real estate market in the country. Not even in the state, in the country. Folks at niche.com gave Gahanna high marks. They gave them A's for good for families and public schools. Those two often go hand in hand. Gahanna's kind of weak point, according to niche.com, was crime and safety, giving it just a C+ there. Now, as far as the cost of living goes, Gahanna is, like all of these, above the median sale price in the MLS of $319,900. Gahanna's median sale price last year was $365,000. That's 14.7% higher than the median. But among this group, it's one of the better values in town. All right, coming in number 8 in our top 10 Columbus suburbs is Westerville, located on the northeast side of town. Most of Westerville is outside 270, but some of it is inside 270. It's a larger suburb. It's got 3 high schools in it, actually. It's got Westerville Central, Westerville North, and Westerville South. They thought long and hard about those. Interestingly enough, though, oddly, Westerville Central is north of Westerville North. Westerville is known for their uptown shopping and entertainment area. It's kind of wonderful brick streets and kind of an old-timey feel. Lots of independent shops there. Folks at niche.com gave Westerville an A for good for families and an A- for a whole bunch of things. Public schools, jobs, health and activity, even nightlife got A- mark. Kind of its weak spot with a B+ was crime and safety. Like all these, Westerville does have a higher median sale price than the Columbus MLS. The Columbus MLS median sale price last year was $319,900. Westerville's was $412,000. That's 28.8% higher than the median. Moving on down our list of best suburbs in Columbus, we have Grandview. Grandview is located kind of west of campus, and it's right near Upper Arlington. And it's got a fantastic little downtown, lots of tree-lined streets there, tons of fun bars and restaurants in there. It's a lot of fun. We actually had our rehearsal dinner at Grandview. Very good. Niche.com is giving high marks, A+ even, for the public schools, as well as health and fitness in the area. Low marks for Grandview is a C+ in cost of living, a C- in crime and safety. Grandview Heights median sale price last year is $599,999, basically under $600,000 there. And that's against the $319,900 for the median throughout the MLS. So quite a bit higher. It's over 87% higher than the median. We're on to New Albany, located on the northeast corner of 270 here in town. New Albany is a master plan community. There's a lot of uniformity there. The parks are very well thought out. Everything's very nice. There's even a white picket fence all throughout the community. It's really Les Wexner of L Brands, or The Limited back in the day, is heavily involved in the area and actually has a home in the area as well. Niche.com gives New Albany high marks, actually the highest mark for good for families, and then also gives an A for public schools and jobs. And then New Albany's lowest mark is a C+ for nightlife. I lived in New Albany for a time, and yes, the nightlife is rather quiet there. Now we come to the real distinct factor about New Albany. It is pricey. The MLS median sale price, if you remember, is $319. New Albany's median sale price is $850. It's 167% higher than the median sale price. So New Albany is very nice, but it is quite expensive. We're entering the top 5 best suburbs here in Columbus. We're up to number 5. We're in Worthington. It's located on the north side of town, basically right where 315 and 270 meet. Most of Worthington is inside 270, but some of it's a little north there. Worthington's known for its little downtown. It's got a lot of locally owned shops and restaurants, brick sidewalks. Very fun nice little town. It is an older town, so it's really fully developed. There isn't really new construction going on of any amount of note in Worthington. So yeah, the homes there are a little bit older. Worthington receives high marks from niche.com for good for families, public schools, and health and fitness. Its low mark there is a B- for diversity. The median sale price in Worthington among this group is a rather moderate price at $450, a little over $453. That compares to the MLS average of $319,900. So talking about a 41.7% higher. But among this group of the best neighborhoods in Columbus, Worthington really stands out as a good value. On to number 4, we're in Dublin. We're on Columbus's northwest side. It's a rather large suburb in Columbus. It has 3 high schools. Dublin is home to the Bridge Park development, which is probably the most popular development going on right now in Columbus. Dublin also hosts 2 of Columbus's big cultural events each year, the Dublin Irish Festival and the PGA's Memorial Tournament held in the spring each year. Dublin earned high marks for niche.com, A+ for good for families and public schools. And Dublin's often rated among the best school system in the state. So very, very well-regarded school district there. And then B- from niche.com in crime and safety, commute, and cost of living. Niche.com gave Dublin the lowest marks for cost of living. Obviously, housing is part of that. So no surprise that Dublin is on the higher end for cost of homes. Dublin has a median sale price last year of $610,000. That's almost 91% higher than the MLS median sale price. So for all its very nice things, it is expensive to live in Dublin. Moving on to Upper Arlington, we're just west of OSU's main campus, really close to downtown as well. Upper Arlington has a wonderful downtown area with lots of shops and restaurants all around. The place is very popular with people who work downtown and Ohio State. Jack Nicklaus actually grew up in Upper Arlington. Folks at niche.com gave Upper Arlington high marks for good for families and the public schools. Those 2 often go hand in hand. And its low mark, a B- for cost of living and diversity. Like most of the neighborhoods on this list, Upper Arlington is a bit more expensive for housing. It's 81% higher than the MLS median sale price, and their median sale price last year came in at $580. Even down to the top 2 now, we're in Powell on Columbus's north side. It's actually well north of 270, right near the Columbus Zoo. Powell is. Powell's interesting in a couple of reasons. One is they have a really walkable downtown neighborhood with lots of independent shops and restaurants. Very local vibe there. But then separately, they have all the big national stuff, the Targets and Walmarts and all those kinds of things in a more traditional kind of strip mall area. But they keep those 2 areas very different from one another, and depending on what kind of experience you're looking for that particular day. Niche.com gives Powell high marks for good for families and public schools. Those, as we've mentioned before, often go hand in hand. And then low mark is C+ for diversity, and B- is for commute and cost of living. Powell last year had a median sale price of $579, which was about 81% higher than the MLS median sale price. And we're on to the number 1 Columbus suburb as ranked by niche.com. We're in Bexley, just 10 minutes or so east of downtown along Broad Street. Bexley is a very walkable neighborhood. It's very family-friendly. Niche.com gave it A+ for good for families and public schools. But low marks for Bexley with just a solid B are crime and safety, diversity, and cost of living. Bexley has a wonderful little downtown. There's lots of walkable areas with shops and restaurants. Interesting thing about Bexley is if you get outside of Bexley, the immediate surrounding area is much different than Bexley itself. So just be aware of that. Bexley's median sale price last year was $600,000. That's about 87% over the Columbus median sale price of $319,900. So it is expensive, as you would expect, for Columbus's best suburb. I'm craigbalster with the Balster Realty Group and Keller Williams Greater Columbus. Thank you for watching this tour of the 10 best Columbus suburbs. If you're thinking about moving to Columbus and would like to learn more about each of these areas or Columbus in general, please give us a call. We'd be happy to sit down with you.